if you were speaking right now to Governor Greg Abbott, if you were speaking to the President of the United States, if you're speaking to the judge, if you're speaking to anybody, what do you want right now?
I want them to change the system, to not allow this to happen to anybody else.
And what about as far as for you personally?
For me,
yes.
I just want to live with my dad. I don't need anything else. I just want to live here and to get away from my mother.
Tell me anything else that you want to say. I mean, if there's anything, I don't know what else to ask you really. There's so much material to go through here, and I didn't have a whole lot of time, but what else?
I just want to say that my dad never took me or abducted me from my mom. I've wanted to live here. I will continue to want to live here. And I just want to get away from my mother and her husband. Who have hit me and just done all kinds of stuff.
Let me ask one other question.
Yes.
The things that your mother is alleging, are they true or are they false?
They're all false.
They're all false. So she's submitting stuff to a judge.
Yes.
And she's lying.
Yes, she lies all the time. She lies to the police officers. She lies to the judge in court on the stand, saying that we have a loving relationship when that's not true at all. She doesn't even really like me because I don't want to live with her. And I don't like her because they abuse me.
And I think I saw, I don't remember all the details, but like I said, I do have the recording of that. And it appeared to be that from what you said and what she said, they did not line up completely.
Right.
So, is there anything else you want to add?
No, not really.
So, I mean, how do you feel? Okay, I mean, here you are. You're not even 15 yet. You've got a lot of life ahead of you. You've had 14 years so far. How does this affect you right now? You know, what are your thoughts about justice in our system? I mean, do you trust people? Do you trust authorities like judges and police?
No, not at all. I don't trust any judges or police officers at all.
Yeah.
They haven't given me any reason to.
Yeah. And what about the law itself? I mean, you're not a lawless person. I mean, no. you respect the law.
I respect the law. I follow the law.
Yeah.
But the people who enforce it are not good people. They don't follow the law themselves.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so again, right now you're an A student. A couple of high Bs. Bring those up. Gotta bring those up. I mean, 88 is a really bad score for somebody who's not going to school because your father's keeping you away from going to school. 88 in Spanish, 89 in geometry, and 89 and I forget what the other one was. Everything else is, 90s and 100. So you don't look like you're being abused here.
No, not at all.
Now, your mother said that you were that great of a student out there. Is that true as well?
Yes.
So the school, that your ability to perform well at school had nothing to do necessarily with where you were living?
No.
But it was more after school, like when you're back home, you just didn't want to be at home?
Yeah, I didn't want to be at home. It was stressful to be in the house. It's hard to make myself walk in the house when I know all the bad things that have gone on in the house and that can continue to go on.
Do you resent judges for thinking that they can order you away from your father?
Yeah, I resent judges in the system that they can write words on paper that justify what I do on a daily basis. Like, I have to leave on Friday at 6 o'clock. How can a judge just sign a paper and say that just because my parents are fighting when it affects me?
Yeah.
When I can think for myself and say what I think, and it just doesn't seem right to me.
Do you resent the fact that in our state, many of the lawmakers seem to ignore this whole issue and just let it go on year after year?
This should be one of the #1 issues because it happens to tons of people.
Yeah, and what I found was very interesting. I was at a conference this past weekend. They said 25% of the children in Texas have a child support order. What that means is that 25% of the children in Texas are either coming from a divorced family, a family that's never been formed. 25%, 1 out of every 4 children has to deal with something like what you're dealing with. Maybe not to the same degree, some people maybe even in a worse degree.
Right, so that's like half of the parents in Texas that have fought in the system.
There are a lot of people, yeah. And because, every year, what's happening is every year there's more people. And then some people age out. but there's like a new fresh inflow of people. So I think that when you look at this number, even though it says 25% right now, if you look cumulatively, I'm guessing, and I can't say that for definitively, but the number is much, much, much higher. The children that have been affected, the parents that have been affected, the grandparents that have been affected. Anyway, I think that's probably pretty much it for right now, unless there's anything else you want to add.
No, I don't really have anything.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know so much either, but I could not believe the orders that I saw come in today. I wish you the best. And part of the reason I came up here tonight, because I just found out about this not even a couple of hours ago. You have a fear right now that somebody's going to come and take you back to live with your mom.
Yeah.
And you'll never get to speak again.
Right. I'll just be locked up in their house.
Yeah. And you want your voice to be public.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And for the people who watch this video, I'm not just saying bad things about my mom and Jimmy to make them look bad. I'm saying what's happened and saying like the truth. Like I didn't just come and ask you to come here so I could talk bad about them. I'm just saying what's happened and what they put in an order, and that it's a lie, and that my dad is a good person.
Yeah.
He's wanted a relationship with me my entire life, and he's fought to do it.
Yeah. 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 Well, again, I wish you the best. We all wish you the best. And everything will go public. That's all we can do. Thanks so much.
Thank you.